In a small secluded hotel, nestled in the woods, known as the Whispering Pines Hotel, strange occurrences began to unfold. Guests from around the world sought solace in the hotel's tranquil ambience and breathtaking surroundings. However, it wasn't long before their stays took an eerie turn, leaving them bewildered and fearful. The whispers started among the hotel staff, as guests who had checked in would mysteriously vanish without a trace overnight. Each morning, the staff would enter the vacant rooms, finding no signs of struggle or any belongings left behind. They became increasingly paranoid, their hearts pounding with apprehension as they exchanged terrified glances. Rumors began to circulate, tales of a malevolent spirit haunting the premises. Some believed the hotel was cursed, while others whispered of a long-forgotten tragedy that had scarred the land. The atmosphere grew thick with fear as guests canceled reservations, and local stories of the vanishing guests spread like wildfire. One night, a particularly brave staff member named Sarah decided to unravel the mystery. Armed with a flashlight, a journal, and a resolve forged in her restless curiosity, she requested to stay the night in the room that had been the epicenter of the vanishing guests. As darkness descended upon the hotel, Sarah felt a shiver run down her spine. She entered the room, its atmosphere already laden with an otherworldly presence. Shadows danced along the walls and an icy breeze whispered through the air. Undeterred, Sarah sat on the edge of the bed, her senses heightened, and began documenting her observation. Hours passed, and as the clock struck midnight the room seemed to come alive. The shadows grew bolder, materializing into indistinct figures that moved with uncanny grace. Whispers filled the air, their voices a haunting chorus that sent chills down Sarah's spine. Despite her fear, she pressed on, unwilling to let her courage falter. Suddenly, a bone-chilling scream pierced the silence, followed by terrified pleas for help. It was Sarah, trapped within the clutches of the malevolent spirit. Her words echoed through the empty corridors of the Whispering Pines Hotel, a haunting reminder of the hotel's dark secret. And just like the vanished guest before her, Sarah would be forever lost to the world they've been trapped in. Within the confines of the historic Hillcrest Hotel stood an old elevator that held a chilling secret. Late at night, when the moon's pale glow draped the building in an eerie silence, the once functioning elevator would begin to behave strangely. Guests, who dared to enter its metallic embrace, often found themselves at the mercy of a supernatural force. It started innocently enough, with the elevator stopping on random floors, even when the buttons weren't pressed. Some thought it was a mere mechanical glitch, but as the incidents grew in frequency, the truth became impossible to ignore. Terrified guests recounted their experiences, their voices trembling as they spoke of the elevator plunging into the depths of the hotel's basement. Once there, it would remain immobilized, trapping anyone unfortunate enough to be inside. The elevator's walls seemed to close in, suffocating its occupants, and the flickering lights cast a sinister glow upon their terrified faces. Those who found themselves trapped discovered that the cries for help went unanswered. The once luxurious elevator transformed into a sinister prison, with the shadows stretching and intertwining like malicious spirits eager to claim the souls of the doomed. Some guests spoke of ghostly apparitions that lurked within the dimly lit basement. Moans of anguish and distant echoes filled the air, creating an atmosphere more suffocating than any elevator's confines. Time seemed to stretch infinitely for the trapped guest, each second teasing a glimmer of escape before fading into despair. Miraculously, a team of technicians rescued the trapped guests from their otherworldly cage, but none could shake off the chilling experience. The haunted elevator of the Hillcrest Hotel left an indelible mark upon their souls. Even after escaping its clutches, they could still hear the echoes of their terrified cries, forever haunted by the supernatural forces that had toyed with their lives. Within the grand, opulent halls of the Regal Palace Hotel, a mesmerizing painting adorned the main hallway. It was a work of extraordinary artistry, an exquisite masterpiece that captivated anyone who laid eyes upon it. The portrait depicted a somber scene, a gathering of noble visitors frozen in time. Guests couldn't help but notice that the painting changed subtly each day. One day, the faces portrayed would appear sad, their eyes brimming with sorrow. Another day, the figures would bear expressions of anger, their features contorted with rage. Some guests even claimed that the figures actually blinked or moved, their haunting gaze following anyone who passed by. A sense of unease permeated the atmosphere whenever someone walked near the painting. The beauty of the artwork faded, replaced by an overwhelming foreboding. Goosebumps prickled across the skin of those who ventured close, and whispers of the painting's malevolent power began to circulate among the guests. One brave guest, named Jonathan, resolved to uncover the truth. He was determined to remove the painting from its perch, to expose the secret it held. Armed with a sense of purpose and a courage born of curiosity, Jonathan carefully unhooked the painting from the wall. As the painting came loose, it revealed a hidden room behind it. A gasp escaped Jonathan's lips as he stepped inside, his heart racing. The room was filled with eerie objects and personal belongings of missing guests. The air was thick with a sense of tragedy, as if trapped souls clung to the possessions left behind. It became evident that the painting held a malevolent power, drawing in unsuspecting guests and trapping their souls within its brushstrokes. The room behind the canvas was a macabre testament to the lives stolen, their spirits forever imprisoned in the hotel that had once promised luxury and comfort. Jonathan, frozen in a mix of horror and awe, knew he had stumbled upon a dark secret. The cursed painting of the Regal Palace Hotel would now be a constant reminder of the tragedy that occurred within its walls, and as he gazed upon the haunting canvas, he couldn't help but wonder how many more unsuspecting souls would fall prey to its sinister allure.